Right, well, we're here in the Spanish countryside, about 40 minutes inland from the sea, and we're restoring this finca here in the mountains. Got my compañero from Senegal, Senor Bakare, and just going to show you what we're doing. We're taking off all this they've used to use mud, really. It's called barro, and it's mud mixed with, or what you find on the ground, with water. And they would have plastered the outside of the house with it. And this over here is the el horno, or the pan oven, the bread oven, which we're also going to restore. And here we're surrounded by almond trees and a lot of rocks, plenty of rocks to repair our pointing, which I'm gathering from the land over here. Just on the ground there's loads of rocks which you can use to repair these buildings or even build them. That's how they built them originally. There's just rocks everywhere lying around. In between the almond trees, piles, just rocks. I don't know how they plough that, but they do. So up here we've got the hills. It's also a hunting area, although I don't hunt. But there's no fences, so the hunters help to vigilate the land and stop any people just walking around it. This is the house, you see. This is 200 years old house or more, built by the great grandparents of the man I bought it from. And all these stones are stones that I've gathered walking around looking for flat stones. They're often not flint like this. It's quite a hard stone, and flint is also waterproof. If you get limestone type stone, it isn't so waterproof. So I'm going to probably do some more flint down at the bottom. It's good to have this building material to hand. These are called rejas. So they put on the windows just to stop people getting in. And we'll chip away at this, then rebuild that with stone. I'll straighten this one out, and then paint it black, and then the features, just paint them gold. Just these features I've seen, they do that. It's called a reja. Oh, it's like a prison cell, I suppose. They all have them. People haven't been here for years to this house. But we're giving it new life. We're using quite a strong mix of cement and sand with Finca to make it waterproof, and also fibre, a handful of fibra, una puña. And then I've got the Puente de Unión, it's called, which is a bridge coat or primer, I suppose. And we're mixing it up with a drill. This is the mix here. We did try using white cement and red sand, but I prefer the grey cement. Look, we think it's stronger as well, grey cement. And it's not as expensive as well, if that's not an expense. These bags of cement are €2 or €3. Sand is called live sand, and it's red. It's a bit damp. You can buy it, lorry loads or sacks, but it's drier. It's a lighter colour than that. So I'm sticking to the arena viva at the moment, live sand. These are my tools. Wire brushes, chisels, hammers. This is probably the tool we use the most, Pico. Wire brushes, we're finished. using this inverter here, which is very good. It peaks at 2000 watts. It tells you what the battery's on. It's 12.7 volts. This has been used yesterday and today. It's just a 12 volt battery, the German Tudor one. They're about 50 euros on Amazon, and I get a few of those. So don't need a generator, really. Generator's a big weight to carry, and I don't really want to leave anything valuable here at the moment. But you get by with an inverter, which is about 90 euros, and a battery. Or if you're using a bigger tool, we can plug it into the car. So your car engine is actually a generator. Alternator is charging it up, so it won't deplete the battery. Right, let's have a look around here at the side. I'll put some solar lights up and a couple of security cameras. Solar panel over there. That's an interior light. So when the sun goes down, the light comes on inside, and you've got a little remote control. You can alter the brilliance of the light. Just simple light. It's just a solar panel. See there, solar panel with a long cable and a LED light, which you can hang up from the ceiling. It's just the simplest form of interior light you can get without having mains power. There's no mains power here, never has been. But I will probably put solar panels on up on these roofs, get some solar panels up there, and 220 volts in. We'll also chip away all at this. Get back to the stone. The stone's okay. You see they've used all sorts of, but it really needs more stone to, I suppose, beautify it and make it stronger. We come across some wooden beams sometimes. This is more wreckers. See, that's another solar panel. There's another light inside. That's an outside toilet. That's a well there. We've got to clean that out. They use something called cal, which they throw in the water, which is like cal is what they render with. Or luthier. Luthe. It's beautiful here. We've got clouds here, which you don't get so much on the coast, so it protects us from the sun. And about 400 almond trees here. I've driven up around the land with the Land Rover. I haven't seen all the roads yet, all the tracks you can go on, but you definitely need a Land Rover or something higher off the ground. See, that's the track there. But the entrance track, we're slowly filling it in with debris and all the old tiles I find lying around, filling the holes in the driveway, so I can actually now get the car up the driveway. So let's have a look inside. Bedroom, you see it's had a bit of damp, probably because I've not opened the doors. For years, and stopping any general damp rising. You can do that by getting a plastic base down on the floor which runs up the wall, then concreting it, then you have your new waterproof floor, so stops damp rising so much. The outside walls stop any water coming in where the house meets the floor, that corner there. We're filling that in. And later we'll put a new floor outside, this floor here, which surrounds the house. This is another room. It's been used as a bedroom. I prefer to have the bedrooms upstairs, so you've got more air and more view. This is one of my NFTs. Sunlight in Spain, I think I call it. That's the interior light here. So there's a bulb there. Got two bulbs. Just comes on at night from that solar panel. So this is where we eat. Got water. Remember, there's no water in the house yet. We're going to put tanks probably in the house upstairs. Then when the lorry comes, we pump the water into the tanks, and then with gravity, it will just fall to where we pipe it. This is the old kitchen. And this is probably where they kept the animals. And here I've opened all the windows to let air in. And this is another storeroom here, where I've repaired the ceiling. There's a hole in the ceiling, and that's the debris. It's got an old almond stripper there, machine. So it's quite a big area. Good to have some air vents, or just open the windows. And then the next video I'll do, go upstairs. So there's two staircases upstairs. And we'll come to that next.